conversation last night, and I expect you to come back from the left coast to Nebraska.
Good morning, and this is an honor. Pranita is somebody who I noticed right away when she came onto the board that she was not only bright, but she was curious and hardworking and kind. But one of the things that kind of stood out to me that I recognized just here in the last 6 months is she's going to be a huge success no matter what she does because she's a strong young lady. And as a father of 2 daughters, I think that's really important that she's going to be able to go out there and become a role model to other young women as well. And part of what makes me say that is when we went to the bowl on the bowl trip, and she was telling us a story. My family and I showed up a few days later, but was it Christmas Eve or Christmas night? We found a new family. She was alone, and she went out on her own and found her way into an Italian restaurant, right? And the next thing you know, she's the owner's family was there celebrating Christmas, and her whatever it was they were celebrating, not for sure, but she made her way in, and she became one of them. To hear that story, it was pretty remarkable. So I don't know if you still stay in contact with those folks or not, or on your feet going back to you. It is pretty interesting to hear her share that story. So with that, let me start with the resolution. Whereas Pranita has served as a member of the University of Nebraska Board of Regents and as president of the University of Nebraska Medical Center Student Senate during the 2024-2025 term. Whereas Regent Devaraju represented herself, her institution, and her fellow students with dignity and integrity during board meetings and events, and has served as a vocal and unwavering advocate for the students throughout UNMC and the NB system. And whereas during her time as a student at UNMC and previously at the University of Nebraska at Omaha, Regent Devaraju has held leadership positions beyond president, regent, while balancing the demands of medical school, including serving as a public advocate for the university in person and on multiple leadership applications. And whereas Regent Devaraju has helped lead student advocacy and feedback that will help shape the future of student housing at UNMC. And whereas Regent Devaraju, with her fellow student regents, presented to the board in multiple committees about the importance of student support services and reached out to their counterparts at multiple Big Ten universities in search of new ideas, services, solutions, and other matters that would help the university. And whereas Regent Devaraju was among those who led efforts that resulted in the piloting of a new parking shuttle on the Omaha Medical Center campus and has served as liaison between parking services and students as the program takes shape. I question whether that's the result of, do you have numerous parking tickets? All right, well, regardless, she's also a resourceful person. Whereas the UNMC Student Senate under Regent Devaraju's leadership advocated for improved and online scheduling for counseling and psychological services, which will result in a new scheduling system starting the next academic year. This is making it easier for students to engage with crucial mental health resources. And whereas Regent Devaraju is herself a shining example of the talent that can be mined in our home state, a top scholar, a musician, so her singing shouldn't be no problem, and now future physician who has chosen to stay home and attend the University of Nebraska. Now therefore, be it resolved that the University of Nebraska Board of Regents expresses its sincere appreciation for Regent Pranita Devaraju and for her dedicated service and her effective leadership as a member of the board, and we wish her success